What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A completely unplanned episode. I was actually bidding on something really cool out in Dallas, Texas. I wasn't expecting to win it, but things happened. I got a great deal on it. I'll probably elaborate a little bit more once I pick up Danny. I'm on my way to get him right now. And, you know, I think it's going to be actually a really cool addition to Theory Garage. So I got the trailer hooked up behind me and on my way to pick up Danny, and we're gonna make this 19.5-hour drive through the night to Dallas. So I'm gonna pick up Danny right now, and we'll elaborate a little bit more on what I bought. All right, guys, I'm cracking up over here because I tell this man we're going to Texas, and he comes out.
I gotta get out so they can see it. Hold on. Y'all gotta see it.
This man brought out his boots.
Look at that.
How long you been holding on to those?
I've had these for about 10 years.
So I tell this man we're going to Texas, and he breaks out the boots. So I'm gonna pass over the camera to him while we elaborate a little bit more.
We're gonna find us a boot barn now on the way. We're gonna hook him up with a pair of Ariats or some Luke Casey's or something. We gotta get him right.
This is so last minute that I barely even had enough like clothing like available to go. Like it's that abrupt to this trip. All right, so the basic premise behind this entire trip, like I said, I was on Copart bidding on something pretty cool, pretty unique. When the time comes and the car is ready, we are gonna need, you know, a push vehicle, something we can leave the track and run and get parts if necessary. I already had a golf cart, which that's what the plan was, to make that the push cart. But with the amount of work it's going to need, including body work, and you know, I already put a ton of money in batteries in it and stuff like that. It does also need a rewire. I figured, what's out there, what's cool. You know, I see a lot of guys with smart cars, these decked out golf carts and stuff like that, but I haven't seen this. So what we ended up bidding on is actually a 2012. It's a 6-speed manual. It has 109,000 miles on it, and it has a Texas rebuilt title. The front and rear bumpers have damage, but we got a really good paint guy. That's not going to be an issue. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and bring you guys along for the journey. We're stopping now at Wawa to go ahead and pick up some food and fuel up. So it's a 2012. They make amazing exhaust noises, and I think that's going to be pretty cool at the track.
Luckily for us, this one's only 1,700 miles away. So, I mean, we did good there. Obviously, the money we saved on the car, we're going to spend it in fuel, but
I cannot pull up to a single pump. They are all opposite staged. That doesn't fit a trailer.
we'll check back in with you guys after we fuel up this beast.
All right, guys. We've been driving all night. We're about, what are we now? 3 hours? Like a little less.
180 something miles out of Texas. Out of Dallas.
Out of Dallas, yeah. We're about 40 miles out of Texas, and about 180 miles from our final destination to go ahead and pick up a car. I have seen about 80 Waffle Houses overnight. This is not the greatest drive. I-10 is horrible, by the way.
I-10 is pathetic.
So
I-10 is horrible.
Danny drove for probably what, about 7 hours straight last night, and then I took over. The second Danny puts his head down, we end up on construction for about 45 miles. How much sleep did you get?
Felt like it was in a blender. It was pretty pathetic.
So we got you know, a little under 2.5 hours left to go. So we're gonna finish up this drive, go ahead and pick up the car from Copart. right, guys, we made it to Texas. We got the car.
When you're in Texas, there's I mean, they say everything's bigger in Texas. Our trailer doesn't confirm that theory.
Not necessarily. Car is tiny, but that's exactly what we need. So I'm gonna show it to you guys. It's not the prettiest thing right now, but keep in mind, we do have the front and rear bumpers. They weren't secured. They need body work, and they'll go back on shortly.
It's still nicer than Robbie's truck.
But I think this is gonna be probably the dopest push car anybody's ever seen. So it is a, like we said, 2012 Fiat 500 Abarth, 6-speed manual, has 109,000 miles on it. It's got a little bit of damage in the right rear over here. Nothing we can't pull out. All the panels are still straight. Everything's good there.
Weight reduction.
So, like we said, this should be an amazing push car and definitely unique at the track. While we're in town, we went ahead and checked out ArcLight Fab. This is probably like the absolute dream to have a shop like this.
That's the blueprint for what we aspire.
I mean, every machine you can imagine, plasma cutter, CNC. I mean, I'm at a loss for words on how organized and clean and, you know, all the crazy projects he has going on.
The shop is absolutely gorgeous. They were nice enough to take us for a tour of the shop. We got to see everything that they got going on, all of their older builds, and it's the level of work that comes out of this place is incredible.
Yeah, honestly,
pure perfection.
Honestly, we're just pretty much at a loss for words regarding that. But we're gonna go ahead and see if we find a hotel here with parking, because we're in downtown Dallas.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's gonna be entertaining. So we'll go ahead
and
yeah, we'll go ahead and check in with you guys probably tomorrow morning, I would say.
We'll fire up the car tomorrow morning for you guys. Let you guys listen to this. This is this is serious.
Are they ready for that cold start misfire?
She got a little tick, but
we're gonna fix it.
She got her issues.
Anyway, we'll check back in with you tomorrow morning.
Guys, good morning. This is day 2.5 of our adventure, I want to say. I'm not exactly sure.
It's about 45 right now. We're Florida boys. Oh my God.
We're here outside the hotel, and we got all the logistics figured out for this trip, but one thing we did not check was the weather. And being from Miami, we are in shorts and t-shirts. It's freaking cold out here right now. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure all the straps are secure on the truck and all that. We're gonna take a little trip down to Houston, over to Phil's Trailer Sales, so we can plan our next trailer, because we know that's coming soon. For right now, we're gonna give you guys another little listen here to the Fiat, now that we got her all fired up. A little bit better of a look. You want to give her a tap tap for me? Alright guys, even though the car's still on the trailer and we're still in Dallas, we've gone ahead and ordered a downpipe for it. And I'll let Josh give you guys a better idea of the plans for this push car.
So, a couple of things we do have to fix. It has a binder collision on the right rear. Already went ahead and ordered a new beam of this. A little bit of metal we got to pull out. Not a huge deal, but it's gonna. I already ordered a downpipe for it. That rear beam, and the bumper bracket. So this thing should be coming together pretty soon. Only thing I'm gonna be on the lookout for is a rear bumper. Probably gonna end up drift stitching the rear bumper that's on it right now. This is gonna be the coolest push car.
The interior is super clean on this.
amazingly clean.
And we got a full Bose sound system in there.
So stay tuned, because this is going to be probably the coolest push car you're ever going to see. So Texas probably has some of the worst roads I've ever seen. Maybe it's just Dallas. I don't know. That's the only place we've really come to. But I think we're a little bit spoiled with our South Florida roads.
Listen, the condition of these roads here in Texas, for those of you that are from Florida, they are comparable to Medley. Like South River Drive roads, the entire city's like that. You need airbags on your vehicle to come to Dallas.
Like some of the stuff literally might as well be cobblestone. That's how bad it is.
It's pathetic.
I think everything needs to have airbags if you want to. And the other thing, dude, why are the merge lanes so short?
They're like 100 feet long, the merge lanes.
Maybe I'd give them maybe like 100 feet. And how many semis and stuff they have running around here is ridiculous. But like Danny said earlier, we're heading south. We're working our way towards Phil's Trailer Sales to go ahead and check that out before we head back. Also, it's a lot better route for us. We're going to be avoiding some bad weather and a little bit of a change of scenery.
All right, guys, so we just left Phil's Trailer Sales now. We definitely saw probably what our next trailer is going to be. We still have, you know, a few logistics to work out, and the car's not going to be done for a while. So, but we definitely found something that we like, something that's going to work for us, and we're going to go ahead now and jump on the road and make the trek back down to Miami. We'll check in with you guys along the way.
Random bridge here in Louisiana. We just made it in here from Texas. Guys, these are the most horrific roads that we have ever driven on. I understand we probably sound like some spoiled Florida boys right now.
We talk a lot of crap about the roads in Florida.
When Danny's two-handing the wheel, you gotta be careful.
It's bad.
So, what is this?
This is
This is a large body of water.
some type of bayou. Lake Charles.
Lake Charles is what it is?
Yes.
I am dying to get out of this truck already. And we only have, what is it? Oh, we're estimated arrival 9 a.m. It's currently 7?
6:10
Oh, 6:10. So, as you can tell,
p.m.
we have a lot of driving ahead of us. Got to go through the night. All right, so I guess it's just us checking back in. We just left a Waffle House here in Biloxi, Mississippi, which had wonderful parking. Park in the back with the truck drivers when everything smells like pure urine.
Yeah. Donkeys.
We got about 10 hours left here. Been followed by a one-eyed Italian pirate back there this entire trip. We drove through downtown New Orleans, which was interesting. There was a huge accident on I-10, so we just decided to get off the highway and go around there a little bit. It's definitely not trailer friendly.
We did all right though.
Yeah, Danny's been piloting pretty much the entire time. I don't know what they put in that waffle syrup this morning.
It's been like 14 hours. I'm still in the same damn chair. Haven't moved.
You know, you start to get what's the word for this? Pretty anxious to get out of the truck at this point. And from Biloxi, Mississippi, we got exactly 10 hours and 4 minutes to go. So we're gonna try and power through this, and hopefully check back in tomorrow once we get back to the shop and get the car off the trailer.
All right, guys. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm calling it quits. Been driving since 10 a.m. all the way from Dallas to probably about 10 miles off of the entrance of Pensacola here. I got my faithful co-pilot here getting ready to drive now.
Setting the GPS.
We're a couple Miami boys. We're not used to this. Look at this freaking place. This is insane. This is nuts. Anyways, we picked one of the first 400 pumps here to put fuel in, and we're gonna get back on the road and finish this trip. Check out my pillow from Buc-ee's. It's cute.
So a little bit of an update. We just got to Gainesville right now, I think. Yeah. Truck's been doing great. Car is okay. Trailer's a little pissed off. We got to figure out what's going on with that. It's got a slight vibration. All the hubs are nice and cool, nothing's hot. So we might have a damaged tire or something like that. But we're gonna make this final push down to Miami. We got just over like 350 miles to go, so hopefully we get there around noon. All right, guys, it's a couple days later. You're gonna notice us with a little bit more energy now.
We've been sleeping for about 2 days.
That drive back was horrific.
26 hours.
Probably the worst drive I have ever been a part of. Danny drove pretty much all the way, what, about 30 miles from Florida?
Yeah.
He drove from Dallas through Houston, all the way about 30 miles from Florida. I took over and pretty much killed the rest of the trip besides, but I slept for like 40 minutes, I think.
Yeah, about 200 miles.
Yeah, pretty much right after we got
breakfast.
Yeah, we stopped at Dunkin' there in Gainesville. Got something in our system at least. I would not recommend a drive like that, guys. It's pretty rough. But
we have quickly figured out the Duramax is nice and all that, but we need an RV. Y'all gonna have to like, comment, and subscribe. We need an RV.
We passed by Phil's Trailer Sales. We looked at some 34s with bathrooms that they have there and 34s without bathrooms, and then we just kept thinking about it more and more, and our ultimate goal at the end of the day is RV and a stacker. So we're gonna have to make moves in order to get there. So, you know, maybe towards the end of the year we'll be looking at a stacker. That way we can take, you know, the Bird and the push car. That'll fit the golf cart too, actually.
And the golf cart.
I mean, just have a multiple array of things there. Just allows us to bring a lot more stuff to the track, avoiding the total length limit that Florida has at 65 feet. So, you know, we get a 22 or 24 foot stacker, plus the tongue, plus a 40-foot RV, you know, we're good.
We're there, we're in the limit.
We're within the limit. So the ultimate goal is RV and stacker. And that's what we're gonna work towards from this day. We're gonna have to pull the stacker for a while with the dually.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll get there.
It is what it is.
We've accomplished everything that we've wanted to before, and it's just a matter of time. So we did get the Abarth off the trailer and took it down the street, and this thing's actually pretty hilarious.
She's fun. She's very fun.
Danny enjoyed it a lot more than he thought he was going to, although I think he might be attached to the car now after a 3,000-mile trip. So the headlights and taillights are in the car. One of the taillights is broken. I did buy a new one. We already have the downpipe on the way.
Bumpers are already at the body shop.
Bumpers are already at the body shop. I took them apart and took them there Monday, pretty much right after we got back. This beam already came in as well. We're not gonna jump on this just yet. Our focus is finishing up the Demo Bird and getting that ready for Cleetus and Cars. All right, so I know this is more of a vlog episode, not a whole lot of car content going on, but we wanted to bring you guys along for the ride, the whole ride to Dallas, which was an adventure in itself. 19 and a half hours there, 26 hours back. Literally winning the bid on the car at, what was it, 1:30?
1:30.
1:30, we picked up clothes, picked up the trailer, we're on the road at 4, drove through the night to get there. It's pretty crazy when you think of it just for an Abarth. But it's gonna be the coolest push car you have ever seen, and I can guarantee that right now.
It's gonna make some cool noises.
There's a downpipe on the way, so imagine. Well, with that being said, guys, we'll catch you guys next time.